They say you never forget the moment your life changes. And for them, it began with a single raindrop. It was one of those evenings when the sky couldn't decide between drizzle and downpour. The streets were crowded, umbrellas bumping into each other, headlights reflecting off wet pavement. Amelia, running late from work, stood at a bus stop with nothing but her handbag over her head. Her cheap flats were soaked, her hair clung to her face, and her patience was long gone. That's when a voice beside her said softly, "You look like you're losing the battle with the rain." She turned to see him, a man in his early 30s, holding out half of his umbrella. His suit was neat but not new, his smile warm but uncertain. Without hesitation, she stepped closer. The umbrella barely covered them both, forcing them shoulder to shoulder, strangers sharing more than just shelter. They stood there in silence at first, awkwardly pretending not to notice how close they were. Then came small talk. The weather, the traffic, the absurdity of life. She laughed, genuinely, for the first time in weeks. When her bus finally arrived, she looked up at him and said, "Thank you for rescuing me from drowning in the sky." He smiled and replied, "Then maybe I'll see you next time it rains." She didn't think she would. But life had other plans. 2 weeks later, it rained again, harder this time. And there he was, standing at the same bus stop, umbrella in hand, pretending to be surprised. They laughed, walked together, and shared stories about dreams they hadn't told anyone in years. One rainstorm became many, and before they realized it, their chance meetings became something they looked forward to. Eventually, they began meeting even when the sun was shining. Dinners replaced bus stops. Shared glances replaced small talk. The umbrella, now a symbol of fate, became their quiet reminder that love doesn't always start with fireworks. Sometimes it starts with raindrops. But fate isn't always kind. Amelia was offered a job abroad, her dream opportunity, but it meant leaving everything, including him. The night before her flight, rain poured like it hadn't in months. She found him waiting outside her apartment, holding that same umbrella. They stood there, neither speaking, until she whispered, "I don't want this to be goodbye." He took her hand and said, "Then let's call it a promise. The next time it rains, no matter where we are, we'll both look up, and remember." She left the next morning. They wrote, they called, but distance is a storm of its own. Months passed. Then one spring afternoon she returned, exhausted, successful, but empty. As she stepped out of the airport, the first thing she felt was a drop of rain. She smiled. And there, across the street, under the same worn-out umbrella, he was waiting. She ran to him. No hesitation, no words, just tears and laughter under the rain. This time they didn't let go. So tell me, do you believe in love that starts with something as simple as sharing an umbrella? This is True Hearts Unfold, where real love lives. Subscribe for more true love stories.